Hello, this is Dr. Athar. We were studying if structure, if else structure, if else if structure. Based on this, if condition is true, we execute true statements. If condition is false, we execute false statements. Similarly, in if else if structure, we can put multiple conditions and execute particular code based on certain condition. So we can execute the same code in switch structure so that our expression will decide which case to execute. So based on expression, we have certain constant values. For example, we implemented a code of int winner is equal to 1, in which winner have certain values of 1, 2, 3. If winner value is 1, we print Pakistan. If winner value is 2, we print England. If winner value is 3, we were printing West Indies. If none of the condition is true, we were printing Australia written in else structure. So in else structure, we can also put you enter the wrong code. So same structure can be implemented in switch statement, so that in expression we write switch winner, and the value of winner will be the value of the cases. For example, case 1 we will print Pakistan, in case 2 we will print England, in case 3 we will print West Indies, and in default case we print Australia, or we can say wrong code entered. So default is similar to the else structure. So in this code you can see that we are implementing the winner code using switch structure. So int winner value, we will enter the value, we will take the value from the user. If winner value is 1, we are switching based on the my winner value. So we are using keyword switch, and in bracket we are putting variable name. So if winner value is 1, so case 1 will be executed. In this case, case is a keyword, 1 is a value of the winner, and colon C or Pakistan. We have to put break after every case, because break will terminate the current block of the code. It will move the prompt from the current block of the code, which is switch. There is a reason, I will explain you in a while. So if case is 1, we are printing Pakistan, and we are getting out of the block of the switch statement. Similarly, my winner value is 2, we are printing England. If winner is 3, we are printing the value of West Indies. And default is similar to the else structure of if, we are printing wrong code. So let's just execute it, and the switch block is in the curly braces to show the block of the code. Let's just build it and run it. So if winner value is 1, it will print Pakistan. If winner value is 2, it will print England, and so on. As you can see that after England, the execution terminates. So let's just comment out the break. So it means there is no break statement in every case statements. So you can see that when we will compile and execute the code, all cases will be executed, because this is the problem, this is a loophole in the switch statement, that all these statements will execute. So let me enter 1. So it will print Pakistan, England, West Indies, and Australia, all 4 cases, including default case. So in order to avoid it, we have to put break. One case statement is executed, we want to exit from the block of the code, switch block. Let us compile it, run it. So when I enter 1, it will just print Pakistan, and the the code will be terminated. The break statement will exit the prompt, from the switch structure. Let me enter 2. So it will put England, and break will terminate the block of the code which is switch. Let's go ahead. Let's statement loops rather. Loops in C and C++ is used to repeat a certain statements again and again. It is not reasonable to copy statement multiple times, that it will increase the code size. So one of the way to repeat the code is use a loop structure. There are three loop structures used in C, C++. One is for loop, do while loop, and while loop. So let's just study for loop. The syntax of the for loop is very simple, and the for loop is used to execute the block of code again and again multiple times. So we have a for keyword, we have initialization part, we have a test part, and we have increment and decrement part. And then we have a block of statements in curly brace start and curly brace end. If you have one statement, no need for brackets, as we stated in if-else structure. When we have multiple statements, more than one statement, we have to put brackets. So the for loop will first perform the initialization, then as long as test is true, it will execute statements. After each execution, it will increment the variable, and it can also decrement the variable. I will let you know in the coming slide. In this case, as you can see that we are executing a code 10 times because the initialization variable is count, which we initialize is 1. So the for loop will start from 1, it will go until 10. So it will be count value will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. At 11 the loop condition will fail because 11 is less than equal to 10, which is false, so the loop will terminate. And the reason I'm counting from 1 to 10 is because of this part, count plus plus. It will increment the count variable by 1, so it will execute the loop 10 times. Let's see an example. In this example, we are printing Pakistan 10 times. So one of the way was to repeat this cout statement 10 times. So that is not optimized code. So in order to print the Pakistan 10 times, we use a loop, and we use a for loop. So for is a keyword. We use a variable I. So we initialize it int I is equal to 1, and we put a condition of I is less than equal to 10. So it will execute until I is less than equal to 10. So it will execute the code for I is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. At 11 the loop will terminate, and I plus plus will increment the I value by 1. So it will print I value first, then full color and Pakistan, and every Pakistan line will end with a new line. Let's just test the code. So as you can see that I value are moving from 1 to 10, and 11th value the loop terminates. So and reprinting Pakistan 10 times. Another example, we are printing table of 2. So I have two variables, int my table is equal to 2 and end my count. So and I am initializing my count with 1, and loop test condition is my count should be less than equal to 10. At 11th my count value the loop will terminate, and I am incrementing the my count value by 1. So cout my table, the value of my table is 2 will be printed. Anything in double quotes will be printed as it is. My count will move from 1 to 10. Equal to will be printed as it is, and it will print the multiplication value of my table, which is 2. 2 multiplied by 1, 2 multiplied by 2, 2 multiplied by 3 until 2 multiplied by 10. At 11th value of my count, 11 is less than equal to 10, the loop condition will fail and the loop will terminate and the code will be finished. Let's run it. First build it and then run it. So as you can see, the code is running properly and perfectly fine, and it's going from 2 cross 1 is equal to 2 to 2 cross 10 is equal to 20. So that's it. In the coming lectures we will study more for loops, nested for loops, for within for, just like as we studied nested if within if. We will also study different for loop examples. We cannot only just increment my count plus plus, we can also decrement by 1, we can also decrement by 10, we can also increment by 10, we can increment, we can change the step size. So that's it for now. Let's meet in another lecture. Thank you.